Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Lark, and my book this week is called Just Help, How to Build a Better World. And it's written by Sonia Sotomayor, who is one of the members of the Supreme Court. And she's one of the first women to be part of the Supreme Court. So that's why I thought choosing her book during Women's History Month would be a good decision. So let's see what it's about. It's called Just Help. Now, at the beginning of her book, she has written a letter to readers. A little long, but I'm going to read it to you, at least paraphrase some of it for you. Here we go. A letter to readers. Ever since I was a young child, I remember my mother helping others. As a nurse, she went to work every day in a hospital and cared for people who were ill. She was also a good neighbor, helping friends with their medications and driving others to the doctor. Day after day and person by person, she made her neighborhood, her city, and the wider world a better place. She lived a life of service. As I got older, I knew that I did not want to be a nurse or a doctor, as my brother would become. I wanted to find a different way to serve my neighbors and my country and be part of civic life and improve my community. I found my way through the law. Laws are the rules we all agree to live by to have a just society where we can be free and safe. Laws can be used to help and protect people. But you do not have to be a lawyer or a judge or a doctor or a nurse to serve your community and participate in civic life. You can be a farmer who grows the food we all eat, a hotel housekeeper who helps visitors enjoy their travels, a banker who lends money to neighborhood businesses, a librarian who shares books, a firefighter who saves lives. You can run errands for people who cannot go out, volunteer at a food pantry, mentor a young child who needs extra help, or register people to vote. Our communities need all of us to do our part, each of us like strings of yarn in a blanket, knitted tightly together by what we do. Every day you can make a difference by helping someone. Each time you do, you become part of something bigger than yourself. It may start small at first, by helping siblings, younger siblings, or cousins learn to tie their shoes or bringing cookies to a new neighbor. Then it can grow from there when you start to see that the world is one very large neighborhood and that there are a lot we all need to do to make it a healthy, safe, and clean for everyone. Building a better world is a big project, one that takes a lot of work, and it's not always easy, but it begins with a simple question: how will you help today? Written by Sonia Sotomayor. And now the book begins. Let's see what happens. Each day when Sonia woke up, her mother asked her a question: how will you help today? Mommy was a nurse who helped people at a hospital every day. Sonia wanted to help too. So each morning, Sonia set about to have a good answer for Mommy's question. One morning, Sonia knew just how she was going to help that day. She filled 2 shopping bags with candy bars, warm socks, nice soaps, sunglasses, pens, and notepads. When Sonia boarded the school bus, the driver helped her carry her bags up the steps. "What's all this?" she asked Sonia. "We're sending care packages to American soldiers overseas," Sonia said. When Sonia got on the bus, not one seat was free. She did not know what to do. Then Booker and Sky waved to her. "You can sit with us," they said, squeezing together to make room for Sonia. "Thank you," Sonia said. At school, Booker, Sky, and Sonia emptied their bags onto a table in the gym. Many kids had shown up to help. For this service project, the kids sorted and packed the treats in boxes that postal workers would pick up later in the day. Kylie was extra happy to help. Her mom was a soldier in the army stationed far away. Kylie missed her every day, but it made her smile to think of her mom opening one of the care packages. When she was done, Kylie gathered the plastic shopping bags and gave them to Brooklyn. Brooklyn loved underwater animals. She was upset to learn that plastic bags humans dumped in the oceans made sea turtles sick. When she read about a worldwide campaign to save the sea turtles, Brooklyn joined in to help. She started a recycling program at school just for plastic bags. After the service project in the gym, she had a lot more bags to add to the new recycling bins. After school, Gabriella and her brother Lucas went to the playground. There was trash everywhere. Gabriella thought about the recycling bins. "Let's make today a park cleanup day," Gabriella suggested to the other kids. They all agreed to help. Afterward, Lucas took a piece of chalk and wrote in big letters on the ground, "Keep our park clean. Please do not litter." When Jasper got home, he saw that his room was a mess, just like the park had been. As he cleaned up, he found brand new toys that he had never used. Jasper decided to donate them to the children's hospital. Jasper remembered that when he was a patient there, he always felt better when the nurses brought him to the playroom. He wanted to help kids who were there now. He brought the new toys next door to Maya because her dad worked as a janitor at the hospital and he could take the toys to the playroom. Jasper's kindness reminded Maya that she had something special to give away too. She picked out her favorite shirt from her clothes drawer. Maya loved it, but she knew someone who would love it more, especially today, her friend Simone. Simone stood on the street corner with her dad and her brother Miles. It was election day, and they were campaigning for their favorite candidate for city council, who promised to build more schools and playgrounds. When Maya gave Simone the shirt, Simone was thrilled. "It's just like a sparkly American flag." "Thank you," Simone said, and put it on over the shirt she was already wearing. Simone and Miles were handing out flyers to everyone who passed by, including Samir and his mom. "Mommy, it's election day. Did you vote yet?" Samir asked. "No, I forgot," his mom said. "Well, let's go vote," Samir said. "My teacher said your vote is your voice in the community." Samir wanted his mom to use it. The voting booths were set up in the senior center. As Samir and his mom waited to vote, they saw Kunal pushing John in a wheelchair. Kunal was there to help John vote. John lived alone, and twice a week, Kunal spent the afternoon at the senior center visiting John and sharing snacks. "Promise me when you're 18 you'll vote," John said as he stuck his "I voted" sticker on Kunal's shirt. "When I was young, I was part of a great struggle to get the right to vote. Now I never miss the chance." "I promise," Kunal said. Later that evening, Sonia climbed into bed and her mother asked her, "Sonia, how did you help today?" Sonia thought about the service project for the soldiers, recycling the plastic bags, cleaning up the playground, and voting with Mommy. But she also remembered the bus driver who brought her to school safely, the postal workers who delivered the packages to the soldiers, the poll workers who guided voters, and her friends who helped in big ways and small. "We all helped each other today," Sonia said. As Sonia closed her eyes, she imagined that everything she did was like the yarn in the blanket her grandmother had made for her. It tied Sonia to everyone around her, even people she did not know, each one inspiring the next, knitting together a community that was safer, cleaner, wiser, healthier, and kinder. Like Sonia, her friends, and her neighbors, when we all do our part, we all can have a good answer to Mommy's question, how will you help today? And at the end, she acknowledges everyone around her who has always given her the energy to improve our world in big ways and small ways. Boys and girls, I really hope you enjoyed the book Just Help, and I'd love to know what you think about it. How did you help today? Have a great day, everyone.